Guys, I'm back again, and this is for Bucks Nation today. So I wanted to give a little preview, season preview of Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into the 2023 season. Guys, I'm liking the way we're looking. Now we made some additions. Let's start with the departures. We got Ali Marpet decided to retire. What's his name? Alex Kappa went to the Bengals. Who else did we lose? Jason Pierre-Paul, he didn't come back. And Dominican Sue's still a free agent. I'm hearing that he might go to the Raiders. Gronk is staying retired, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, I believe. So here's where I wanted to go with the additions, and I like our additions. First of all, and I keep telling people before the draft, we pretty much drafted Shaq Mason with the fifth round pick. Like I don't know what the Patriots is thinking, but they gave him to us, and I'm not gonna complain about that. So we got Shaq Mason, we got Julio Jones, we got Rashawn White, Cade Otton, Zaire McCullum, Logan Hall, Akeem Hicks, Keanu Neal. Yeah, I'm liking the additions, man. And Tom's back. That's that's all you gotta say, right? Gio Bernard back too. That backfield. I think our offense. I'm not even really worried about our offense, even if we start slow. I think our defense. With Todd Bowles becoming the head coach, I think our defense is about to take another leap forward because I kind of noticed it last year. It felt like Devin White came in last year a little bit heavy, and as the year went on, he kind of looked like his regular slender self, but he looked a little bit pudgy early on into the year. And he kind of said it himself. He felt like he had a down year, and he could have came into this year a lot better shape. That happens. That's what they say. They call it a Super Bowl hangover for a reason. Now imagine being in your third season, or I think that was his second year. Yeah, that was his second year we won the Super Bowl. So imagine being in year number two. Tom Brady comes there, and we already got the roster to compete, and we wound up winning the Super Bowl as that. They talk about it all the time, especially Shannon Sharp. Like, a lot of players automatically think that you're guaranteed to at least get back there, if not get back to the playoffs. And that's just the furthest thing from the case. You might actually have to work harder because you become the hunter. You become the hunted instead of the hunter. So, you always got to stay on the move. But, depending on how you look at being the hunted, you can either be relaxed or always got to always. You can't, get content. So we're going to find out if the Rams can do the same thing that we couldn't. But I doubt it because I feel like the NFC is a lot weaker than it used to be. I think, the top three teams, us, the Rams, and the Packers, those are the three teams that you really got to worry about. And then everybody else, like the Eagles, the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Cardinals, teams like that you can kind of worry about and say, all right, like who's going to fill out the rest of the playoff. And the Saints, too. Don't forget about the Saints. I had despised the Saints. And I'm sure a lot of Bucks fans are with me when I say that. So, now the AFC is a lot more quarterback stacked. And, it's a lot, not even just quarterbacks, the competition in the AFC is a lot better. Whoever comes out of the AFC is pretty much going to beat themselves up. They're going to be beat the hell up. And then by the time they get to the Super Bowl, depending on what shape we're in, because I'm getting to that, but y'all kind of already know. I think, like I tell people all the time, like last year was a gut punch. But even if we didn't have Chris Godwin or AB back there, I think even if we had Tristan Wirfs, we would still win that game. Because y'all seen towards the end of the game, once Tom Brady started to get time, is when our offense just started to go and go and go and go, and our defense had the worst play of the game at the worst time. And I wasn't a fan of the call, all out blitz at that moment. Granted, we had all the momentum, but I wasn't a fan of the call. But if you look back, was it Sean Murphy Bunting did pull up on his assignment? Like if he would have kept running, he would have ran right into Matthew Stafford, and he ain't getting the ball as far as it did all the way to Cooper Kupp. So they punting that ball, man, or I guess they going for it on fourth. I'm not even sure if that was fourth down. I can't remember, but like I said, that game still hurts. But that's how important I think Tristan Wirfs is to this team. Like, man, his presence was sorely missed. Like, if we had him from the get go, we could have came up with a better game plan about how we're going to attack Aaron Donald. But we didn't have him. And granted, some people are going to say we lost to them with him. I just think this time around would have been different. You live and you learn, right? And I just think Devin White's due for a bounce back season. Chris Godwin, shocker of the year, like he on some AP type stuff. Like he tore his ACL late in the season, I think November, and he was a full participant in practice today. That's kind of unheard of. Now I don't expect him to play. Even if he suits up, even if he gets on the field, I think it's probably gonna be like for a decoy purpose or whatever. Maybe catch a pass here and there just to keep the defense on his toes, and then just kind of keep getting his feet wet, seeing if his legs are under him the way it should be. There's no rush for Chris Godwin to come back. Like I said, we also got Russell Gage too. Like, bro, our receiver room is so deep, it's not even funny, man. So we still got Cameron Brate, Julio, Mike Evans. So we don't got Tyler Johnson. We actually just waived him. So Scotty, Russell Gage, Fournette out the backfield, Gio Bernard, Rashawn White can catch too. Like, it's just so many players for Tom to throw to right now. Unfortunately, we lost Ryan Jensen indefinitely. There's hope that he's going to come back for the rest of the season, for later in the season. Obviously us making a playoff push, so we'll see. But I'm feeling real good about it. Like, I'm feeling real good about like where we're going as a team. And they said because I didn't understand. I thought that if BA took that step upstairs, then Byron Leftwich was going to be the coach. But they said it made perfect sense. Like, if he was the coach, he wouldn't have been able to be in the quarterback room with Tom the way Tom wanted him to. And that's Tom's guy. And I like Byron Leftwich myself as well, too. So either him or Todd Bowles, I wanted them to be the next head coach of the Bucs. So, I'm like I said, I feel like I don't want to use the word stacked, but I feel like we are stacked. I just can't wait. I've been waiting for football season for the longest. And true Bucs fans will tell you, like, we've been on one of the longest droughts in NFL history. Man, one of the worst teams in sports history. We deserve these times right now. And we deserve to go back to back, bro. Tom's got the world against him right now. Off the field, issues at home. He's got the world against him. So you already know, Tom get back against his wall. Time and time again, they'll show you. So I personally can't wait. And I think, honestly, I think we're going to run the ball a little bit more this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're going to run the ball a little bit more just so we can kind of keep them out of harm's way. Our line is banged up, and I think we're going to be successful running the ball. Be successful running the ball. Listen, man, we got horses on that line. Joe Tryon. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year because he flashes every time he's on the field. To me, he flashes. We got Joe Tryon, Shaq, Anthony Nelson, Carl Nassib, Vita Vea, Akeem Hicks, like Logan Hall. I wish we would get one more pass rusher, and then like floodgates go open. And you already know that's before we even start blitzing Levante David or Devin White. I can't wait. I cannot freaking wait, man. So, like I said, go Bucs, go, man. I predict us to win the division. I'm gonna go with 12-5. I'm gonna go with 12-5, and F it. I'm gonna go with 13-4. I'm gonna go with 13-4. 13-4. We get the bye. When we get to the bowl, we play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl rematch. This game's gonna be a closer game, and we're gonna win. The reason why I think the Chiefs are gonna get there, until Josh Allen beats Patrick Mahomes in the big game, I won't believe it. Until any of them beat him in the big game outside of Joe Burrow, I won't believe it. So, there's a lot of teams that got better, but I won't believe it until I see it. Patrick Mahomes put himself in that stratosphere. Like, until you beat Brady, Peyton Manning, one of them, Drew Brees, I won't believe it till I see it. But that's my take, y'all. Comment down below what y'all think we're going to go if you're a Bucs fan. And if you're not a Bucs fan, comment your team down below and what you got for your team to go this season, guys. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Help with the algorithm, my guys. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any more new videos from me, new content. Deuces.